Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about a Trump question from Canada. In a recent video, I talked about how a U.S. Senator suggested that Canadians viewed the U.S. as an adversarial country. I asked a Canadian channel to give us a little insight, and they answered my question. They also gave me one that they had from their side of the border. So today, we're going to go over that question. This question is from the channel Guard the Leaf. Many Canadians like me are continuing our boycott of U.S. travel and products, even though we understand that not all U.S. citizens voted for Trump. So the question is, how do we support those of you who didn't vote for him and who are actively fighting against the current U.S. administration, while still maintaining our boycott? I know many of you in the U.S. support Canada, and we truly appreciate it. I'm just not sure how we can support you and continue our U.S. travel and product boycott at the same time. Make it easier to immigrate? I'm joking. I'm half joking. Okay, so I put a lot of thought into this, and the real answer here is that you can't. I know some people say that and mean it in the punitive sense, saying that the U.S. has to suffer economically to get the point that we can't elect people who drop our allies. That's not the way I mean it. And honestly, I don't believe economic pressure from outside is what will cure rampant American exceptionalism, which is the root of all of this. There really is a belief here that the U.S. does everything alone, despite, all of the history saying otherwise. What I mean is that anything that attempts to influence the U.S. system from outside of the U.S. will likely backfire. If Canadians were to try to game the internal politics of the U.S. by, say, trying to overtly support blue economies, it would likely be used to rally those who want to impose steeper tariffs and more nationalism. If Canadians tried to support U.S. politicians directly, they'd run afoul of the laws and cause a scandal for the politician they want to help, which of course would backfire. The reality is that while it's impacting the entire world, this is an American problem completely. The withdrawal from the world stage, the isolationism, the rhetoric, the economic disruptions, it's all an American problem, and it's one we'll have to solve on our own, and we will. Until then, you'll have to be careful about not going down the same road, because unintentionally, the U.S. helped foster the same kind of nationalism in Canada that is running amok here, by giving the country something to unite against. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.